Okay, guys, we're back with the Precedent Balmoral chassis, and I found a few interesting things with this. Now, first of all, I've got a circuit. I don't believe it, but I found a circuit for this thing. It's a model 659, and it's manufactured by A.W. Jackson Industries. Okay, now where they are, I'm not sure. I haven't got that far yet. I thought they were in New Zealand actually, but I guess not. A.W. Jackson. I've read this before somewhere, but anyway, I haven't done a huge amount of research into this. There's other things on. So now here's part of the circuit. There's the people that make it. Okay, so the bit we were mainly interested in was the power supply and the HT line. Now, as you can see, the HT is actually 282, so we are well within limits on our valves on HT1, which is 255. 250, 255. So actually our HT is pretty well spot on. And the HT, what is it, HT2, yeah, around about the 200 volts. So there's your supply, that's what we're looking at. Looking at a 16 mic through a resistor, 24 mic through a resistor, 24 mic. Now, this is the point where we're starting to look at things. We'll change the caps. Sorry about the shadowing there. We're sort of, our light's in the wrong spot. That HT1, and there's your 6BM8, and it's 230 on the transformer, and the same with the other channel. Okay, I'll give you an overall view of this shortly, but it's just that this is what we're chasing at the moment. But anyway, I was thinking our HT was miles too high. I think it was running 250, 260. Not really. 255 is the HT. 282 is actually where we were measuring to start with, and I think we had 270, I think, on there. No, yeah, we'll go back to that anyway. So now, my job is we're going to check these capacitors. Now, this being second-hand, not second-hand, but an old chassis that I'm not fully restoring. If the caps are okay, the caps are going to stay in there. Okay? So I know they may not last or whatever, but let's check them out. We'll do ESR and everything on them and find out what they're really like. So this one is the 25, that's a 25. They're all rated at 300, which is a bit strange, isn't it? Like, they're rated at 300, and to ground, we've got minus 15. Yeah, okay. Yeah, our centre tap isn't ground. I was thinking it was, but that's a minus, so they're sitting on there. But still, this one here, C12, 24 mic, is to ground, but he's only sitting on 200 volts. So, yeah, we're right. Okay, let's, I wonder how easy they're going to be to unsolder rather than cut initially. Let's see, can we get this one out? Once I do this, I'll replace the other couple of caps, the waxies. There's, oh, look at that! It's not wrapped. Excellent. So that goes on the blue wire of one of the, the transformer wire that goes to the plate of one of the 6 BM8s. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. He's okay on the end. There's no problems there. He hasn't burst or been leaking or anything. So let's get our little machine. And let's see what our little machine tells us. For the want of a better word, I suppose, machine. Okay, here we go. Positive on this end. Now this is a, what is this one? This is the 16 microfarad, okay? Let's see what we got. And we're looking at 17.8 ESR, 0.79. I'm leaving that cap in. That is not a problem. I know he's old, but it's original, and I'll be leaving him in. Okay, we'll solder him back in. I'm also just going to check some of these anacaps. Not real sure whether any of them are faulty or not. Okay, we'll get rid of this. We'll unsolder this one here. Every time I come to my workshop, my phone, somehow, people know when I'm in here, and it displays a whole heap of messages. Or someone wants to talk to me. Now, this one is a 25 mic at 300 volts. Let's see what he is. Okay, here we go. Try and get you out of the light there. And we have, well, he would be damaged, wouldn't he? I haven't got the other end of him on. There we go. Now we're right. Okay, 25 mic we're looking for. And we got 28.4 at 0.4. Okay, 0.4 ohms ESR. 28.4. Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe slightly leaky. Why he's reading a little bit higher. Maybe. So what I'm going to do is I'll just check with my other capacitance meter and see what it is. Okay. Got an old one here. You'll see him here. Okay. What's he read? 25.8. That's fine. 25.8 is damn close. On a 25 microfarad capacitor. And I could put small capacitors in here, brand new and everything, but we're sort of resurrecting this rather than restoring it. It's not a full restore, but we're going to make sure he's working properly. Okay, so this one. Here we go. It's 25 mic, as I said, once again. $42. ESR 0.65, 42. Now, something's not reading right there, or something is a little bit wrong. Let's check in with our main meter. I never trust those little cheap Chinese meters, but yeah, we'll just see what this fella reads. 32. Yeah, a little bit high, fairly high. So I would say that fella's leaky. I'm also going to get another ESR meter and just put on him, but I'm thinking this one is out the gate. I don't think he's going to be any good. Let's see what he measures there. If I can keep it on him. Okay. Not terribly high. It's a matter of me keeping this fella on here. 0.15. And I think that's what we have. 0.14. He's not measuring too bad, but he's measuring high, which indicates leakage. Okay, well this fella, he's measuring a little bit high on the capacity. ESR is really good, so there may be a slight amount of leakage, but he's good enough to leave in there, certainly. And we had no hum in the speakers or anything like that. So the waxies, let's find them. They're down in here. There's one here, and where's the others? We've also got to check the resistors. One there. I don't quite know what circuit that fella's in. He is on the plate circuit of that. Okay, there's two on the plate circuits of the 6 BM8s. Okay. So, those little axes would be that fella there, the 0047. He's on the blue plate lead, and it'll be that one and this one. Okay, 0047. So I am going to replace those. If they short, well, or if they get leaky, there goes your transformer. You'll burn your audio transformer out. We don't need that happening. So both of those are going now. I'll replace them and I'll be straight back. I have replaced the two waxies that were down in there. A waxy here, which is actually in line with the grid, the screen grid of the control grid. Sorry. G1 of the 6BM8 has a cap there, which is an 047. Now, he's off the line there, the HT line. If he leaks into here, we've got problems on the output of the 6BM8. So that fella there was that one. And yes, he is leaky. Okay, so we're going to check him, but I've replaced him anyway. And the two 0047 waxies, we'll check them. They're very leaky. Now, the other thing I found, checking through the resistors, I thought you don't need to see me check every resistor. The resistor we found, one resistor we found faulty, was on the 6N8 of the radio side, and it was the cathode resistor, 330 ohm. That was reading actually almost 500 ohm. So we've replaced him. That's the only other resistor on the whole thing that I could find that even look like it may be, maybe out of spec. Everything else was right, which is unusual for a radio like this. Most of the other caps, well, all the other caps have checked out okay. The electrodes, they're fine. So we've sort of done everything that we need to do in there at the moment. Now, I have been through and sprayed the pots once again, and you've seen me spray pots before. I've sprayed the switch so he makes good contact between gram and radio. That's the resistor I replaced, by the way. One of those little roundies, little things that like to take in moisture. And what else have we got to do? Not much else now, except put it on the dim bulb and fire it up, just in case I've made any mistakes. Now, I want to do an alignment, but I'm not sure about these things. Now, they're either full of wax or something, but there's, we're going to have to work out what's going on here. I'll slip him down here. And I don't know whether we're going to be able to get anything through the wax. It's fairly thick in there. At the moment, I'll just use a normal screwdriver and see can I get anything there. That feels like the end. Oh no, there he is. Okay, this one is okay. I don't know whether he's turning or what he's doing. I really don't know with these. I'll get my alignment tool, try it in here, and then we might have to just blow a bit of warm air in there to get us through the wax. Now, it's a little bit hard not knowing what alignment tool. That looks like the one. No, he doesn't want to turn. We might be in a bit of bother with these. It almost looks like glue in there. I've just got to move that cap out of the road. That's crazy. I don't think you guys can see that, but I don't know what that is. Gee, we might be a little bit snookered here, guys, if it looks like there's been glue or something poured in there, but I don't know what it is from the top. Let me gently heat this one, because I can see a hexagonal slug, so I've got the right tool, and yes, that's the right size. We'll just put this on gentle heat. See, can we move it at all? This might need taking these out and, oh geez, I don't want to do that. We can't heat him any more than that. Getting a bit soft on top. We can't put any more heat on him. That's certainly warm enough to do the job. Not moving. Guys, I don't think we're going to be able to Turn these. How hard are these things to get out? I suppose they're not too bad. Screwed in, but even then, when I get them out, it looks like they're full of glue. I think that wants to come off, actually. Right, one nut's off. At least this way we'll see what's in here, won't we? Two nuts are off. Probably never find them again. If I can get these washers off there. Okay. Right, we'll take our 6BE6 out of the road. And there we go. Interesting. Yeah, well, we still can't see a lot. Can't see much more at all. And I don't know whether there's one on the bottom. There's the bottom appears to be full of a clear glue substance. Yeah. No, look, I'm going to leave this. I'm pulling out of it. This is, we'll only probably destroy, we'll destroy the coils, or something will go horribly, horribly wrong with this, trying to align it, and I don't want to do that. The radio was working. I suppose I better clean that up, didn't I, before I put it in there? That's not real good. We'll give him a clean. We'll come back. I'll get him back on. Righto, well, I've put the can back on. There is no way we can adjust these slugs. They are in there solid. I'm only going to break the former if I keep doing it, so we'll just class the 455 as done. We'll do a little bit of an RF alignment. We'll do the oscillator per the dial, and we'll do the aerial coil and aerial trimmer per where everything is. I know what I'm trying to say. Now I've cleaned the chassis up. That's looking pretty nice. And taken all the valves out. We have cleaned the valves. What we're going to do now is spray a little bit of spray on the valve bases, and just so we can sort of clean them up a bit. They were a bit iffy when we first started it. Iffy means dodgy, not quite operating correctly. So yeah, we'll just clean them up a bit. The 6BE6 was probably the worst, but I'm sure this will do the job on them. Now, the 6BM8, where is his index? Around the other side. So he goes in like that. and I'm sure he'll be good. I've also cleaned the valves. Unfortunately, well, as we know, the numbers come off, and yeah, we know what they are. The circuit diagram of this one will be included with it forever and ever. So, yeah, but we know they're 6BM8s by looking at them, and we know this is a 6V4 by looking at it. So, I'll just give him a little bit of a spray as well. There we go. Okay. That's looking damn fine. It's a shame. Well, I was going to say it's a shame to cover it up, but we won't be with this one, will we? Like that's nice. It's got character. Yeah, lovely little shed radio. The only hassle with this is the dial's on its side, which is a shame. It'd be nice if it was, that way, not this way. If the numbers were turned over, but anyway. Tuning works nice. Okay, everything's working there. Now, as I said, I'm not going to take the front panel off and do this until we do the alignment. So it's time to do the alignment. I think I've shown you everything I did under here, haven't I? Yeah, I have. So our aerial coil, let's have a look at that. So the aerial comes in here, goes to this coil here. That's our aerial coil. This fella here is our oscillator. So that's the oscillator. That's the aerial. Now, they've also been they've used. It's a type of wax, but it's really hard. But anyway, I'll get a little alignment tool, and we'll try and crack these open, and then we'll crack their threads to make sure we can adjust them. These fellas are right. They're good, and we will be putting some wax or something, probably some nail polish on these to stop them moving once we're finished. A dial lamp has to go here because there is none. So we'll put a dial lamp in there. The other one works. We've had him working. So, yeah, just this one. Okay, let's do that. I've got rid of some of the waxy stuff that's around the outside, and, well, that one works fine. That's our oscillator, and this is our aerial. Right, that should be right now, ready to align. Real shame we couldn't do these two, but I don't want to destroy them. They're a very unique looking IF transformer. I don't need to break the inside of them and have to start all over again on rebuilding them. Okay, so I guess the next thing is to put some power on it and some speakers. Our speakers are the two bottom ones, I think. Are they the two bottom ones? Yes, the speakers are the two bottom ones. The two top ones are our phono in when we get the turntable. Okay, I'll hook him up, get him all ready. We'll start the generator up and see what we can do with it without any alignment details, but pretty straightforward. Okay, so let's start the task of trying to align this thing. Now, we've got lots of dots along here. Probably, I don't think they mean anything. I don't know. Maybe they do. We've got no information on this. So where do we go? So we start at the bottom, in around the 500 mark. We finish up at the 1500 mark and go backwards and forwards of our alignment per the dial. Now, because I've got no information on this, it's a little bit tricky. So what we're doing is both the needles on the dial go right to the end. We go up to the other side. I think you can see that okay there, right to the end. So the scale of things on both needles is okay. As far as frequency is concerned, well, there's nothing here. There's nothing written. Now, we have a frequency in Australia, well, in Victoria, of radio station 3UL, which is right down the bottom here. It's marked there 3UL. So we'll put our needle right on UL. Okay. Now, 3UL is 531 kilohertz. So we put the generator on 531, and this is all I can do at the moment. And let's see, frequency 531 kilohertz. Okay, so now that will align, will almost right at the end of the dial, and as long as it's on, well, the station, it's going to line up. Wish we had other markings on this, but well, there isn't any. I think these dots here are just for prettiness or something. I don't know. But we certainly have no information on them. Okay, let's turn it on. Dim bulb and on. And let's turn the power on. So we'll be watching that bulb there to see, is it going to bring this up. I think it's that one bulb struggles a bit with this, but here we go. Okay. And dimming off a bit there. Looks very bright in the camera, but actually it's quite a lot dimmer than that. Now, we have lights here, so that's good. The speakers are all hooked up. Everything is hooked up. And we're drawing 25 watts. It'll take a little while for this old girl to heat up. In fact, we might switch over now to the other lamp. Got a bit more go in it. That's a 75 watt lamp. It's drawing 37 watts. And there we go. Okay. Now, we've got a local station coming in there. Now, that station that's coming in is a local ABC, which is 549. Now, it shouldn't be coming in there. It's got to be moved away. So let's, we'll go down to our tuning and put it right on UL. Okay. And boy, we've got some interference in here with these lights. Okay, so we'll connect that up to ground. This up to our aerial trimmer, for want of a better spot, up the top. We'll take our level up a little bit on our generator. And there we go. So we're going to probably do this one by ear. Let's just do it by ear, because I don't think it's not going to worry us too much on this old girl unless it's spot on. Now, this is our oscillator coil, so we've got to bring that to a peak. And that's our peak. Okay. Now, excuse the microphone. This microphone of mine has got a horrible AGC where it seems to lock out a 1 kilohertz signal. Let's go back. Let's go modulation. Set modulation frequency. What are we going to do? Modulation frequency 400 hertz. That's a bit better. Okay. Now, for your benefit here as well, okay, I know you love this. I know you guys like this little box here. He is lovely. Okay, we'll put that on one of the speakers. As I said, I'm using the top speakers with this. And okay. Here we go. Okay, let's peak him up for maximum signal. And this is just at the bottom end of the band at 531 kilohertz. As you can see, there's our peak. There we go. Okay, that's on 531. If I moved him away a bit, we should get our ABC station. And we probably won't with our generator connected. And there it is. And now our ABC station, 2CR, is dead on 2CR on the dial. It was down a little bit further since we've tuned that. Righto, well, let's go up to the top frequency, the top end. We'll slip all the way up here to a station which is, I hope it's on here, which is 2AY in Albury at 1494. Now, here's our stations. 2AY is just down there. So I'll go right to there. It's on the top of 2AY. Okay. Put our generator back on our aerial gang. And we're looking for 1494. So I will set up the RF gen frequency 1494 kilohertz. Okay, nothing there. I wonder, is he around there somewhere? Let's have a listen. Yeah, he is there, but he's too high. So we've got to bring him back down there. Now, how we do that? I know some of you guys know how to do this, but some don't. What we do here is adjust our oscillator trimmer. And there he is. There we go. Now, turn that back down a bit. Now, what we've also got a peak at the top end, and I'll reduce the generator level. Right down. Okay. What we've got to adjust then is our aerial trimmer, this fella here, for maximum. Let's do that. We're now going in on the aerial. Okay. And back him off. Okay. Oscillator, make sure he's on the station. He is. Again, the aerial trimmer. And there we go. I'll turn that down before I go insane. So there we go. So that's the top end. Now the bottom end, we'll come back down and then we adjust our aerial coil. Now I've got this undone because I want to reroute this if I can. I don't want it going near the transformer. Okay, we'll go back down the bottom and we'll go to 3UL. Okay, which is Warrigal, which is 531. So we go to frequency 531 kilohertz. And there he is, spot on. Actually, could be adjusted just that pinch. Let's just adjust him just that little bit. He may have moved just a little bit. Watch our meter. Oscillator coil. Looks good. Now, at the bottom end of the band on 531, we're going to adjust our antenna coil for maximum signal at the bottom end of the band. And it looks like we're on the peak anyway. Right. That's it, guys. We went to the bottom end of the band. We set a frequency on our generator. We adjusted our oscillator so that it matched that station on the dial at the bottom end at 531. We then went to the top. We went to 1494 and matched that station up on the dial and adjusted our oscillator trimmer. We then, at the top end of the dial, adjusted our aerial trimmer for maximum signal. Then we come back down the bottom to 531 on the dial, and then we adjusted our aerial coil, okay, on the bottom end. There's the procedure with this one anyway. I'm sorry there's no markings or anything. I'm also connected in. Originally, I was just using the aerial point on the trimmer, but we've just connected straight into the, I'll just take yours away a bit there, straight onto the aerial, okay? Straight from the signal gen over here. Righto? So that's it. It seems that now it would perform, I reckon, pretty damn good. We'll get some volume up here. And, well, Well, there's our...
They all go in and train and then go into their jobs knowing they're short.
There's hardly any aerial on that at all. That's the aerial we've got, a bunch of wire there. And in this shed, if you're picking up anything, you're going really good. So...
And the thing that concerns me, John, is that
and of course, nothing up there. Let's see, can we... what happens if we turn this light off? A little bit. What happens if we turn another light off? Not much either. Okay, we also go bypass on our dim bulb, but it doesn't really make any difference.
Imagine the next room, carpet. He says he's tired and dirty. And our friends, lounge and armchair, both say they'd love a wash. Well, I just heard a call put in for Knobbler's Carpet Care, and Roger says he's on his way. We are so excited. Roger will have us freshened up, clean, feeling and looking great. Do the same. Roger at Knobbler's Carpet Care, 0418 635 611. Oh. Boys, bring it in. You what?
There she is, all done. I'm going to take the knobs off now, clean up behind the dial itself, in around here, just to make it look a little bit nicer. Put some polish on this bit of timber. Maybe we could mount that into something. I really like this whole set, actually. She's a good one. All right. The next thing we're going to do is the turntable, so we'll do it quickly. Just go through it. I'll show you the grease spots or why the auto reject is not working. We've got to have a look at that. All right. We'll go and clean this up. Then we'll come back and get ready for the turntable. Let's remove some knobs. Get the front panel off. And give this a bit of a clean up. Clean the knobs as well. Now we've got a little plastic washer and our felt in behind there. And then a plastic washer. Wow. This is a 3-piece unit. How's that? Quality, eh? For Precedent. Yeah. All right. Now, hopefully all these come off okay. And yeah, they all look the same. Plastic, a felt washer, and then the plastic washer. Yeah, very nice. Very well done. Leave him for a minute. Nothing on that one. Nothing at all. Isn't it a shame that this one's broken? Probably to make it nice, you could cut it off around there and just make it so that it's all the same level on top. But yeah, gee, it's a shame. I wish we had another one, but we don't. Okay. Okay. 2 plastic washers, no felt. With this one. We'll give this a polish up and it'll probably come up pretty good. Okay, now what holds the front on? Let's find out. 2 screws, looks like. Well, certainly no bigger screwdriver than that. One up here, in amongst the dreaded dial string. Geez, we don't like dial strings, do we? Here we go. Now, our dial. Oh, that's going to clean up nicely. That's just Just some dust on there. Well, dust, yeah. 6 screws hold the dial in the front. Oh, look at that. There's my phone. How well is that going to clean up? That is perfect behind the dust. Oh boy, this thing just gets better and better the more I work on it. Yeah, okay. Certainly a very, very nice piece of gear. We won't be moving the needles or anything like that, our dial needles, because we've done the alignment. We know everything's right. It's not doing that. We're not taking this off because there's a bit along here to clean up. But we're not taking this off because there's a wheel here, a little wooden roller there, and one there, a little pulley, and the dial cord. So we ain't doing that. Okay, let's get this cleaned up a little bit. Actually, I'll put in a second dial lamp. This one looks pretty ordinary. We didn't replace him, but I can see, yeah, he doesn't look very nice. So we'll put a new one in here as well. Like he was working, but he's fairly black. Let me clean everything up. We'll come back. We'll put him back together. And yeah, that's the radio complete and the turntable.
or call 1300 662279.
Good afternoon. Now, we're going to start today's show with a bit of a feel-good saunter down memory lane, because I reckon that we've all got that one teacher who left a lasting.
But we'll see you next time. A voice you know, a voice you trust. The King of Radio, John Boyce.
Now, guys, we've just come up to the end of this. This is the testing phase. Yeah, after this has been done, actually. But I'm going to cut this video now with the alignment of this. This in itself will take up another video, just showing you what I did to service it. So, okay, we're splitting it up. The next video will be up very shortly because we've done the whole thing. I just thought it'd be better to have two videos instead of one lengthy one. Okay, guys, give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you're going to keep following me when the next one comes up. Okay, cheers and bye for now.